All right.
All right, so the first topic I want to talk, actually, let me go over the six topics real quick, and then I'll go over them in detail. Actually, I did already mention that. So having a plan, racing lines, TVI crosshair management and alignment, boost usage, boost management, speed management, and avoid overspeeding, and the effects of G-forces and G-locking. So having a plan, right? So before you start a track, and if you're not familiar with it, you want to make sure you understand the track layout by studying the graphics and the video guides on scr.gg. Okay, so let me
Yes.
go to scr.gg. So this lovely website has been made by our very own diplomat, who's one of the geniuses that keep things running smoothly in the racing community. He made this lovely website for everybody. So yeah, and if you go to the top right, you're going to see home, events, tracks, leaderboard. You can make an account, you can post time trial runs. So if you click on tracks, these are all the tracks available, and they've been made by the community. Ship tracks is what we're going to be focused on for the racing schools that I'll be teaching. So you have all these lovely racing tracks. If it has an XGR logo, then it's an XGR specific racing track. The Dunlop Derby that was held earlier this year was a little event that Star Citizen or that CIG had, which was really cool. We have Ahumahi Ring and Scarlet Apex for the Crux Cup. So lots of cool tracks on here. You can see Lorville Gateways is here. I also just type LOR and then it'll filter it out to Lorville Gateways. So you want to click on that. And we're at Lorville Gateways on the scr.gg website. So you'll see the leaderboards, you'll see about the track, and a cool graphic. So I usually just like to look at the graphic first, so I kind of have a good sense of what this track kind of looks like.
Mm.
So, right, what you see here in yellow are the boundaries, and the red is pretty much a rough sketch of where you'll be flying through and like all the checkpoints you got to fly through. And I'll go more in detail about racing lines and stuff like that later, since I know some of you are already thinking ahead about that, which is great. Right here, right next to the About the Track section, you can click on the video guide available, and this will link you
Hey there,
directly
pilots. Here is
to Black Maze's video guide, which is super handy. Or actually, even if he didn't make this track himself, all of the XGR specific tracks are going to be on his YouTube channel. Another thing that you can do is you can go to his YouTube channel, click on playlists, and then you can go to XGR track guides. This is just another way to see all the tracks on here. So you can pin that or favorite that, however you want to get to it. I personally prefer to just go through the website. So yeah, just having a plan, just familiarizing yourself with the track goes a very long way before you start practicing. All right, so I'm going to do a quick demonstration of what this track looks like. And you're probably going to have a lot of questions after the demonstration. Don't worry, my goal is to answer most of your questions, hopefully all of them, as we continue discussing and practicing the rest of the topics in more detail. So let me switch over to my night vision. Can everybody see me right now on the Discord stream?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
great. So we're at the start finish line right here. This gate is, if I go back to the graphic, so we're right here at the top left, and we're going to be going in I guess, a counterclockwise fashion. So I'm going to go through this real slowly, just so you guys have, I guess, kind of mental context to think about. as I go through all the topics.
All right.
So I just passed the start line behind me. Approaching. Gonna do a chicane between these cranes. I want to stay under the pipeline ahead of me. Again, rolling 90-degree angle, pitching up. That was something we talked about during class level 1 for turning. I want to go right through this gate right here. Gonna be coming up to under, I forgot what it's called, under pressure, I think.
Pressure,
Yep. Under
Yep,
pressure is this line, this section.
thank you. So, yep, gonna make a right there, stay under the pipes. We want to stay to the right of this pipe to the left here. That's a boundary right there.
Nice. After the corner, you can turn
Okay.
left.
Yep, so generally we want to keep all the turns nice and wide. It's very safe. Gonna start going, approaching this gate. And now we're at Skyway. This is gonna be a straight shot. So one thing I want to point out is I see a lot of people pointing directly at the post or the tower, since that's what we're gonna be going around.
Ah,
What you actually want to do is you want
right.
to aim way to the right of it. And what that does is you're going to go into the turn much wider and coming out of it
Yeah, big turn.
much smoother, much tighter. You're going to, generally, you want to do nice, wide, fast turns.
Pro tip, don't do that in a P-52. That's what I just did.
You could choose to stay between these antennas here, or you can go around them. Another thing to keep in mind with this tower is I think the height limit is 10-15 meters or something like that.
I
Basically,
think
you
it's
want
the
to.
top of the antennas. I
Okay,
thought.
awesome.
Could be mistaken. We'll check.
It's a little bit lower because they do go off the 10-15 number.
Looks like they have 10-15 written on there, so we'll go with that. All right, after that, we'll want to go in between these gates. You can go either over or under the bar, doesn't really matter, just as long as you're going through the gates. Usually when I see this rock feature is when I start pulling up to keep the turn nice and tight, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. This next gate's going to be a little hard to see. You can kind of see this other feature right there, so I just kind of gauge that and I just aim to the right of it. So
And also
generally,
ping.
usually I see a lot of racers aim directly at the gate as they're approaching it. What I want you to do is actually aim to the right of it, and as you're approaching it, you want to start turning into it. And what this does is, just like in the other turns, you go into it wide and come out of it nice and tight. So I'm going to do that one last time a little faster, and then we can form a little conga line, and we can basically, I want you guys to just follow me and I'll be the lead, but I'll demonstrate this one last time. Gonna go chicane around the cranes, stay under the pipes, go through this gate here,
Yay, did the hop.
roll 90, pitch up, stay under the pipes here, stay to the right of the boundary, nice wide turn, going through the gate, again aiming way to the right of the tower so that you can come in at a nice wide angle. Okay, that was weird. You can choose to go between the antennas or around the antennas or above the antennas, just as long as you're under the tower pretty much, or under the top height of the tower. Then we're going to be going through the gates. You can go under or over them, doesn't matter. What I mean by under or over, I mean those little bars that run across the gate. I look at this feature and I aim to the right of it, since I want to basically aim to the right of the gate so that I come into it nice and wide. And then we're doing a hard pitch up. And here is the start finish line. All right, so that is a quick demonstration of this track, Lorville Gateways. Let me check my notes again. Let's see. All right.